Zoro's cursed eye, and the cursed swords. In One Piece, we have come across a lot of swordsmen who are really strong and have tremendous power. Now I believe that some of these swordsmen are cursed from either birth or after acquiring a cursed blade, or even both. Before we start, I want to talk to you about a new app called Luffy Amino. Luffy Amino is a really fun social media experience for fans of the One Piece series. The app is full of fan art, blogs, interesting pools, and so many cool One Piece content. This is where I get some of my research from and see other awesome theories. Here we have Siki-chan to explain more about it.
Hiya, Siki-chan. With new members joining every day, the community is growing and we are all proud to be a part of this experience. A One Piece community run by One Piece fans? What more do you want?
Search Luffy Amino in the App Store or click on the description down below and follow me on FlyingPandaTV. And you can even chat with me on a one-to-one basis because sometimes it's so hard to interact with you all in the comment section down below. So it's really cool we can interact with this app instead. And I'm also sharing some theories like Luffy's next gear, and I think that's something we can get into. So come along, the app's 100% free, so see you there. Famous swordsmen wield the famous swords Meitou, which are these swords are divided into 3 ranks: 12 supreme great swords, 21 great swords, and 50 skillful great swords. Among these swords, some of them are cursed and are owned by famous pirates and the marines alike. Let's start with Cavendish. In the Dressrosa arc, he competed at the Kuroda Coliseums for the Muramochi and ended up in Block D. At first he seemed normal, where he liked being the center of attention and his hate for the supernovas for stealing his spotlight. So the fight in Block D was well until Cavendish fell asleep and his cursed Hakuba awoke. Instantly he annihilated everyone with his blinding speed except for Rebecca, who dodged the attack using Haki. Hakuba grants Cavendish extreme speed. He's so fast that even with his Haki, it's hard to see him. Hakuba is triggered when Cavendish falls asleep because due to Cavendish not being conscious. Like the others on this list, he doesn't have control over Hakuba, and he struggles to keep in check. He barely manages to take control over him and save Robin. Now as for his sword, Durondo, I believe it to be a Meitou like Shui. Now the reason Cavendish becomes Hakuba is because the sword is cursed, and this curse is Hakuba. Now let's talk about Law. Law also most likely has a cursed sword, named Kikaku. Law hasn't shown any signs of being possessed or being under control, but Law has gone through tremendous pain and suffering. Could this also be the effect of the curse? This could be because he has control over his curse, or the curse is not strong enough yet. We'll see more of this curse in the future. Kikaku is most likely ranked as a great sword. Now let's talk about Shiryu. Shiryu is a member of the Blackbeard Pirates and is captain of the second ship. He's most likely a master swordsman. He has a reputation of enjoying killing prisoners or anyone for that matter. He's very bloodthirsty, as we've seen in Impel Down. His sword name is unknown, and as for his curse, nothing about it was shown. But it seems that his sword increases his desire for blood and killing. Maybe that's a sign of a curse. His character designs remind me of M. Bison from the Street Fighter series. Even though this is quite high, I rank his sword besides Mihawk's Zoro. A swordsman from the Blackbeard crew must indeed have a sword of this level. Let's talk about Mihawk. The greatest swordsman in the world, Mihawk, is probably informed about curses and how they work. I believe Mihawk also has a cursed blade, which is called Yuru, one of the supreme great swords. The stronger quality of this cursed blade, the stronger the curse is. I believe the Hakuba curse and Mihawk's Yuru curse seems to give the person a similar type of eye, but Mihawk does not fall asleep, because he has already mastered it. It's most likely he used the power of the curse on his eyes all the time, with complete control, hence he became known as Hawkeyes. Now on to the main topic, Zoro. Zoro got his cursed sword in Loketown in a sword shop where he picked up Sandai Katitsu. The sword owner said that sword is excellent but is cursed, and the previous owners of Sandai Katitsu came to tragic fates and mysterious deaths. Judging by the pictures, the previous owners handled the curse, went mad and possibly committed suicide. Later on, Zoro tried his newly acquired sword out at Whiskey Peak while fighting the bounty hunters. Sendai Katitsu attacked on his own. Zoro then said this, "What kind of response is that? What an overwhelming bloodlust, Sendai Katitsu." In Meitou, already supposed to cut when his master commands, this one looks like a problem child. And after that, we start seeing demons. Yes, I believe Zoro has more than one demon power. I will now show you and try to explain to you why I said that. We first encountered the first demon when Zoro faced the Marine Captain T-Bone. Then during Ernest's lobby, when Zoro slashes the Marines, we start seeing the first demon. This aura resembles the red glow that Zoro has in his left eye before. It also seems that this aura's left side is glowing red. And finally against Kaku, during the fight, we caught a glimpse of the second demon Asura, and when Kaku saw it, he said the following, "Is that demon again? Is this his fighting spirit manifesting itself as an illusion?" Zoro having more than one demon seems logical to me, because he needs an edge over the other swordsmen who have been cursed just like him. Zoro having two demons give him that edge. Of course, Zoro having more than one demon would be hard for him to control it, and also it would consume his body and mind. That's where Kuna's sword, the Wado Ichimochi, comes in. I believe this sword will help Zoro keep his mind intact. The dark aura and demons will taint Zoro in a way to help his character become the Dark King, which Rayleigh was known as. After 2 years time skip, we see Zoro with a scar on his left eye. Reminds me of Rayleigh. The cut isn't just a cut, it's too precise. It's most likely a seal or some kind of countermeasure for his demons. I think the Wado Ichimochi was enough in holding the demons back until Zoro got Shushui. That's when this problem started. As Zoro got stronger while training, so did the demons fueled by Zoro. So Zoro was pushed to his limits by Mihawk and lost control or almost taken over, so Mihawk sealed it with his Yuru. That's it for the theory, as I believe the swordsman's power involves curses. So I'm just going to add this extra stuff which will help the theory. I've seen a lot of anime and remember one where there are cursed weapons that have demons in it. One boy has a sword which has one of the strongest demons called Asuramaru, which means perfect Asura. The thing is, Asura gives the wielder power when it asks or is in need of it. I also found something about swordsmiths making cursed swords. It goes like Murasama Sengo was a famous swordsman who founded the Muramasu school and lived during the muramochi period during the 14th to 16th centuries in Japan. It was written that Muramasu was the most skillful smith, but a violent and ill-balanced mind verging on madness that was supposed to have passed into his blades. They were popularly believed to hunger for blood and impel warriors to commit murder and suicide. Does that sound familiar? This theory came from Luffy Amino, from my friend Zoro Demon. So do check it out and do check out his YouTube page. Thanks for watching the video. What do you think of the video? Leave your comments down below. Please click like. Do check out my channel. I do a lot of videos about animes and One Piece. And subscribe if you haven't. Flying Panda.